let's rush. Bye bye. Take like it. Shanghai.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faith Nanjala. I'm Kenyan and currently studying global hospitality management in Switzerland. On this channel, I share vlogs about my life as an international student, so that includes school life, travel, and everything in between. I know it's been a long time since I last uploaded, almost a year actually. School really took over and I had to step back for a while, but I'm finally back, and this time I'm intentional about being consistent. You can expect one video every week. So today's video is a bit special. It's a travel vlog, but it's also a story about my very first time traveling out of the country and the lessons that experience taught me. My first time traveling out of Kenya was when I was joining campus. For some reason, we couldn't travel with anyone older than us, so it was just two of my friends and I. I remember we were so excited and nervous at the same time. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I had never traveled outside Kenya before, and definitely not traveled this far. This wasn't just a nearby country, this was Kenya to Switzerland. Everything was going smoothly at first, until our layover. We were ready to board our next flight when we reached the hallway leading to the plane and suddenly saw everyone turning back. Most of the people, if not all, were speaking Turkish, and at that moment, I realized something very important. Not everyone in the world speaks or understands English. I didn't even know Turkish existed before that day, sadly. We were so confused, scared, and didn't know what was happening. Eventually, we gathered the courage to ask one person, and that's when we found out that the flight had been delayed. So we went back to where we were seated to wait. Before all this, we were already very hungry. We couldn't even buy water because we had traveled with cash only. And to make the matters worse, the cash we had was in Kenyan shillings, which wasn't even accepted. We didn't know better. We thought cash is cash, you know. On top of that, we had already used up our internet bundles because we knew we were about to leave. So now the flight was delayed, we had no food, no internet, and barely any way to communicate. We also didn't know who to approach at the airport for help, even though we actually had the right to ask. That's something I only learned much later. The impact of the delay was actually more than we expected. By the time we finally arrived in Switzerland, it was midnight. The last train going in our direction had already left. We didn't understand at first why everyone was running until everyone disappeared, and it hit us we weren't going anywhere that night. We had to spend the entire night at the airport waiting for the first train in the morning. And when morning came, we found out that our ticket had expired. So we had to figure out that too. It was stressful, overwhelming, and felt like everything that could go wrong went wrong. But in the end, we made it to school safely. Looking back now, that experience changed me so much. Today, traveling feels easier and I travel with awareness. I now understand that anything can happen and preparation is everything. I now know how to get ready for trips, how to handle delays, and what to do if something goes wrong. The footage you're watching now is actually from my last trip back home, years after that first experience. It shows how far I've come and how much I've learned. If you're planning your first trip outside the country, here are a few lessons I learned the hard way. First, always carry some money in international currencies like dollars or euros, or make sure you have a visa or internationally accepted card. Second, don't rely completely on free airport Wi-Fi. Always have a backup plan for internet and communication. Third, if your flight is delayed or cancelled, go directly to the airline desk or the customer service counter. They can explain what's happening and what you're entitled to. Fourth, you can also ask airport information desks or any staff wearing airline or airport uniforms. They're there to help you. Fifth, if you're stranded overnight, ask the airline about hotel accommodation, food vouchers, or transport because in many cases, passengers are entitled to assistance. Most importantly, stay calm and don't be afraid to ask questions. You're not disturbing anyone, it's your right as a passenger. So, that was one of the experiences that truly shaped who I am today. And I hope it helps someone out there who's planning their first trip. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.